yeah, that'll work. Perfect. Much better. Alright guys, thanks for coming out. So as you can see, actually you should be able to catch it pretty good on camera now. We got zero wobble left in there. And this is all nice and tight. There's no spinning or it's very snug. So the taper pins, that's these guys right here. I just shortened it up a little bit. I could have shortened it a little longer on that side, but whatever. Deal with that after. Point is it's good. Now, the next item of business here. I felt it important enough to bust out the old machinery's handbook. What I was gonna do is take this old dead center and turn it into a plug. I got some 3/4 inch round stock here. And that's what the machiner's handbook was for, was getting all the numbers off the, to make a number 2 Morse taper. Because we gotta make our hold downs here, and there's gonna be some long radiuses on here. So I could essentially just bolt them down to this and do it, but this has already lost a lot of material, so it's not as rigid as I would like. So I went and picked up some material from the local steel supply. I'm gonna fixture this big old hunk of 4x1 inch flat bar on here. So what I want to do with this is I want to fixture this to the rotary table so then I can stick my pieces on there. Maybe not both at the same time, but one for sure. And that should be plenty rigid enough to keep it from flopping around like a springboard. That's the plan anyway. This is going to have to get cleaned up first. And yes, I'm going to have to turn a Morse 2 taper. But before I get into that, I mean to bust these out for a while now. Some stickers came in. First set I got was from John's workshop. He's got a nice little channel. He does a lot of restorations and tutorials on YouTube there. And you'll notice his channel by the telltale orange machines. But he does have a great channel. It's definitely worth a look. The other set of stickers I got, I sent them a sticker a long time ago. It's on in Australia, so it took a while to get here. From Curtis and Karen and Homie over at Cutting Edge Engineering. Everybody knows them. They need no introduction really. They've got a really good channel. It's always entertaining. Honestly, I pretty much never miss an episode. So thanks guys, if you're watching. Cheers. So let's get these suckers up on the board. Now I can't be certain, but I think John might actually be an engineer. That's why he made his stickers so easy to peel off of there, which is more than I could say for mine. Anyways, stick him down there right next to Jim. Yeah, okay, here we go. See, these stickers they're kind of hard to get apart. Okay, there we go. Finally, Curtis and Karen right up here. We're running out of room on the old sticker board. I'm going to have to find another block of wood and paint it to match. There we go. Okay, so we should be able to turn a decent taper now, I hope. So it might be up like half a thou at the most in taper. But we'll give it a good check once we get a taper started at least. That is the max travel of my compound. It's not very much. I don't even think that's 2.5 full inches there, to be honest. Yeah, 226. So we're technically even short to even make a Morse 2 taper, which kind of sucks. Okay, I got a Morse taper 2 to Morse taper 3 sleeve adapter here. Do this to see what kind of rating we get. Just let that dry up a moment. And I was hoping to stop before I hit that lip there. Okay, well, that's not bad. That is not very good, I don't think. Okay, so I totally forgot that I had one of these. My other dead center doesn't have a rear center mark in it, so I couldn't use that one. But this one does, so I got it pretty close, about as close as I'm gonna get it, I think. So I'm just gonna have to live with close. Okay, this is the part that sucks. Now, I'm gonna do that. Alright, I'm calling that good enough. I'm gonna file it down a bit and blend everything in. Okay. Yeah, that's quite a bit better. I don't feel any weird. Oh yeah, I barely touch it. It sticks. I think I'll just give it a quick polish and we'll call that good, and then I'll have to stick it in the rotary table, see where I gotta cut it off. Alright, it's all polished up. I'm gonna go ahead and drill it for M10 by 1.5 because I got this here bolt that actually it's made for the rotary table. Chamfer in there just to help the taps get started. Just like that. Alright, so we got our Morse taper thing in there. Got the threaded all 10mm threaded up here. And that'll hold it down as well as help knock it out. So okay, so I got it in there. That's just the taper into a sleeve and just kind of give it a little love tap in there, but that's about it. Not very hard, just enough to hope that it doesn't come out of there. Okay, so I'm just going to take like 95 thou off there. Very gingerly, a little bit at a time. Alright, well that should make for an adequate enough locator pin. I'll show you exactly why I need that for later. In the meantime, we're going to go to the mill and start decking that big hunk of 1-inch flat bar off. Well, that's not good. I thought that looked pretty bad. It's a reverse frickin' fly cutter. Oh! Well, I really hope that's not carbide embedded in there. That's not good. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I flipped the insert around. And yeah. Apparently that other side of that insert was not doing so good anyway, so this one is super smooth. Alright, there's our location hole. So there was a slight discrepancy with this rotary table. Now when I was looking at it, the angle on it of the T-slot while on 0 was just a little bit off. Like it's straight with the back of here. So what I did over here, I just kind of measured it on both ends and got it to about within a few tenths. There, that's about bang on right about there. And then I took trying to take it anyway, how much degrees it's off, and it looks like about 3 3/4 of degree or something like that. I'm not sure what you call that. 3 and some odd minutes, I guess. I'm going to do a bolt hole circle, and instead of starting it off on 0, I'm going to actually offset it 3.5 degrees before I start the bolt hole circle on that thing. And I should be able to do, I guess, about 1.5 inches or a little bit more. I'll take it as far as I can go, and then it'll bolt onto the T-nuts. Put some countersunk 1/4 inch socket head cap screws. Geez, that's a mouthful. Alright guys, I think I got this figured out now. It's just so counterintuitive. The way they got it set up, like they got the degrees going in reverse. Like it seems like it should be going in clockwise rotation. But yeah, so like that's 0, so I had to start it off at, I don't know what it was, 326.25. So see what I mean? It's some weird. But I do believe I got these things dialed in. So we should be able to start some drilling here. Down for hole number 2. Really, China? Come on. Alright, so I've kind of gone ahead and taken some pretty serious measurements here. This is what I came up with for hole dimensions, just so we have enough clearance for the holes. I'd like to put 2 bolts in there, and they also have to live within the side of this dovetail. So that's what I came up with. That's the best I can do, is 1.2 inches apart, and then 450 thou from the outside edge. Now the radii, I've gone ahead and measured. There's 3 radii technically. There'll be 1 on the outside, 1 on the inside, and then another one for a lip about 100 thou deep to allow for clamping. So what I'm going to have to do, I guess, is I'm going to have to measure from center to the edge of the, where are you? The edge of the largest radii, which is on the outside here, and then bring it in 200 or 450 thousandths, and then 600 thou, and then 600 thou. And I guess that's it. And what I planned on doing is sticking a piece of shim stock under there. This is 15 thou shim, so it should give me enough clearance, not on here, but on the fixture plate, to keep it from actually hitting, just barely, but just enough to keep it from hitting the actual fixture plate, since it is kind of a non-sacrificial piece. Anyways, that's the plan. Let's get to it. Well, I guess before I do anything, I'm going to have to drill some holes in these pieces. So I got it all dialed in right now already, so to make things a little bit simpler, just going to set up a stop here, and then I'll be able to do multiple parts and not have to. I'd like to put some seats in there. I don't have anything smaller than 3/8 or bigger Yeah, you know what I mean. Half inch might be a little too big. I don't know. I just want to make them. I'm not going to I want it to countersink them, but I don't. I want the holes more accurate. My countersink's got like a giant freaking sloppy hole all for it. So try with this. See what this does. I guess. Well, end mills are bad and all that. But, yeah, that'll be okay. Yeah, that's about all I want to do with it. Yeah, well, I'm not really sure I like that, but we'll just roll with it. All right, I think we're good to go. All right, so I got it all set up. Now, as you may have noticed, it's on the other side now. As it turns out, I had the angle pretty close for where I had for the bolt holes. However, I had it backwards. So all I did was I flipped the plate and I redid everything on this side. Same thing, just it's a lefty now, I guess. So I was trying to figure out how I was going to locate this thing. It dawned on me, I just stuck a 1/4 inch dowel pin in there and a 1/4 inch collet and just used that center hole to locate the rotary table, and it should be bang on center. So that's our 0. And with all that, the little Morse taper 2 thing with the dowel pin, I could pull that dowel pin out and use this for a locator. So it's be like a quick and easy way to locate this thing. So that's turning a frown upside down. Anyways, I guess since we got our zeros marked out, I'm going to put a 3/8 collet in there and start doing some milling. Lock that spindle up. Oh shit. Whoa. Yeah, it's gonna be a long process, I'm afraid. Very long process. Yeah, right there. I don't know. I don't remember it being that sloppy. I'm gonna have to inspect my rotary table at some point here. I'm gonna plow through it though. Well, okay, well that could have gone a little better than could have gone a little better for sure. That should cover the first radii. Let me see, there's 2 more to go. All right, so given that the last one was a little sketchy, this is an inside radii. And I got it marked as the small radius, I guess, because that's the shortest one. And the middle one will be just a shallow cut. So I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I guess we're going to always want to be climb cutting, or not climb cutting, conventional milling. Okay. We're going to stick with 10 thou cuts again. I'll round it off first, see how it goes. Usually feels a little bit better. That's good. Well, that's a shortcut though. Okay, 10 thou depth. Actually, that felt quite a bit better. I'm still not going to push it any harder. Just going to 10 thou depth cuts, a lot of them. So I'll get back to you when we get a little closer. Alright, should be the last pass here. Well, that actually didn't go too bad. That was like 19 passes to get that around. And just out of curiosity, 0.968 on there. So I want it smaller than that. So I probably got to go with another 10 thou, I think. Yeah, another 10 thou. I need a little bit of clearance in there. And that'll probably clear up those corners. They're pretty damn close. I kind of expected this, so. Yep, that should be bang on right there. I know I made the block a little bit bigger than it needed to be, so that's probably why that was like that. But I think we're just about good here. We've got one more radius to go. Okay. Depth will be, what did I say, 100 thousandths? This has to be a little less than that, so it actually clamps down. So we'll go about 95. Now, I don't know if I can take this whole cut in one shot. It'd be nice if I could. Nope. Holy shit. That really sucks. Okay. Way less than that then. Probably killed my end mill right there. Oh. Jesus. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, that couldn't have been good for it. It's proven to be a little trickier than I thought it was going to be. I think I kind of got plan of attack here. Still using that busted end mill, but it is cutting. Front upside down point, let's say, we got a corner radius in there. So. Yeah, that was not the way I had planned to envision this working, but it is working. Yeah, it's leaving some pretty weird chips now, and those put, but I don't want to change all my setup here, so. Now we know what to expect, at least for the second one. Okay, well, I guess proof is in the pudding. I'm going to pull it out of here and give it a test fit. I'll put a mark here first, maybe. Just in case it has to go back in there, we can get it, try to get it dead nuts anyway. Alright guys, here's our part. I got a lightly deburred. I just tied it with the unit there. And, ooh, actually that is exactly what I was shooting for, to be honest. Just like so. I should have plenty of, plenty of meat there to grab. We wouldn't want that to clamp that down. I'll make it extremely hard to do, yep. That'll work perfect. That actually looks pretty damn good. Let me get you guys a little bit tighter close up here. You know I'm not bullshitting you. That is about as close as I can get it. So I gotta make one more of those bad boys. Hopefully this time without all the drama. Alright guys, so I've gone ahead and clamped these down exactly where I want them. And to be honest, they actually fit really, really good. Like, that is a really nice fit up. I'm quite happy with that. I've gone ahead and taken a transfer punch and just transferred the holes over to the dovetail, or the slide, I guess, whatever you want to call it. And I'm hoping that should be adequate. I'm going to take this apart and stick it on the mill and maybe use the transfer punch itself to locate the holes. I'm not sure how straight this is. It might be a little bit goofy. We'll see. One way or the other, we're going to get it going here. Alright, I think I got this dialed in pretty good. Seems to be hitting the punch mark out. Turning deflection and moving it 1.2 inches. Lands it right on that hole the way it's supposed to. So, of course, you'll probably see it better on a zoomed in camera. But for now, I think we're going to... I think that's probably pretty good. All right, got our era-specific bolts. Now, one little final touch, I think. This stuff is apparently 4140. So we should be able to, well, not so much heat treat them, but you know, give them a hot black or whatever. Hot bluing, whatever you want to call it. Just make them pop a little better. Alrighty. Well, I was a little concerned I might have overheated them, but it sure turned out pretty nice actually, despite not cleaning them. And the file's still taking a little bit off here, so I'm not too worried about it. That's a good cheap way to do some cold bluing right there. So assuming everything went to plan, should just be able to thread those right in there. We'll now have some era specific bolts. Oh, no, just kidding. That's what I wanted right there, just so it matches the old Atlas. All right, so did you ever hear the phrase, it's better to be lucky than good? Because the way this worked out, it runs at the stop here exactly when it ends here, so that's that was unintentional and just total dumb luck, so, but I will take it. But everything is working pretty slick right now. We got a nice travel. Well, it's a little sticky, but some give adjustment will be necessary at some point. There's only one more part to make, and that's the bracket that goes on the end here that attaches to the ways, and it's done. I was gonna actually considering testing it out tonight, but no spoilers, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for supporting the channel. Big thanks to John and Curtis for their stickers. I'll see you next time. Peace out.